Welcome back to Foundry, everybody. This is Medrin of Flat Rock Gaming, and we are
Welcome, operator.
going to
It
skip.
looks like you already know what you're doing here, so I've gone ahead and placed C3BB in your inventory. Good luck.
Yep, thank you. So we have a pretty good sized area to work in here. So this is the start of Season 3. Let me see where... Okay, so we can get these things here all chewed up. So Season 3 is right after Update 4, which was just released a couple days ago. It's also going to be released concurrently with the Season 2 episodes that I had recorded over the winter. These won't come out as frequently because it's summertime and farm work, construction work. I'm lucky if I get a day, an afternoon on a day to sit down and play anything. Plus we have a couple other games going on. We have Planet Crafter, which is in its final stages. Grim Dawn, which I gotta get back into. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Okay. So let me get these finished up. I'll kind of go over the plan that I have for this one. Okay. Alright, we'll let those cook. So what I want to do here on this one. So last episode, well, the first season, not last episode, the first season, it was rather compact. I had everything kind of squeezed into one area and I had like multiple levels of floors going up. And that was pretty cool. You know, for the first time ever playing the game, it worked. The second season was all flat and sprawled out. It was just really wide, all one level. You know, we did a blast furnace and all that good stuff. But this one, I want to get kind of more into the creative things of the game, you know, and build like the buildings using decorative blocks and stuff so that resources go into the building and everything happens inside, and then the products come back out. So it has like individual buildings scattered around or whatever that are task specific kind of things. So it doesn't look, you know, quite so cumbersome, I guess you could say. I think it'll help on like rendering issues and things like that. Not that my computer has any issue with that, but it did have, you know, when you get a massive factory, it does start to become problematic. All right. So, miners and get all these dots dealt with here. So we just skipped all the intro that does all this stuff. That's all I did. Get rid of all these things. Okay, so the miners, the resource gatherers, they changed these to where they mine the entire ore patch rather than 6 blocks out from the drone miner. Okay, so we're gonna need power. Let's okay. So we'll just get a block line set up over here. I really like the changes in the sound effects that they did. Oops. I've got to gotta get used to the keys again. Okay. Let's go get some biomass. Being next to a rainforest is going to be really handy here in the beginning. Whoops. I didn't need to make a bunch, just one. Okay, so since we don't have crushers yet, obviously, then we just need to smelt all this stuff. Okay. So we need to make some electronic components. We need 10. Alright, put the panel that way. One there, one there. Just put these things kind of compact for right now. How do you remove? I don't remember how you remove things. F. Easy. Easy, easy. Okay. These are going to be squeezed in for the time being. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need 20 of those. Bunch of conveyors. And I need to do... Didn't I make electronic components? Oh, it got used with that. Okay. Alright, so loaders go down here. So I'm gonna do it here. It's my old-fashioned way of doing things. Okay. This is an output. They also changed these things so that loaders don't need foundations over or under them, which I think is a little bit not so sure as I like that. Let's see. Let's put conveyors down here. Put you right across. Okay. And then these here will be outputs. So I need more of these. Okay. Output, 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 output. Input, 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 output. Flashlights L. Okay. All right. Research server. You're gonna go right here. Okay. So I need some science pack ones. Okay. We'll let those go. I don't have the, let's see, we do have to place the emergency beacon to get what's his face down here. Don't really want to do that just yet. Okay. So, space station terminal. And then the assemblers. So everything here looks to be kind of similar. There's some new robots, the Scout, the Assault, and the Hazard. I would imagine somewhere in here you're unlocking the train system. Trains, right there. Basic infrastructure. Yeah, that's one of the things that we need early on. Okay. So cue that one. Cue the assembler. And basic research. Okay. So for now, this stuff here is going away. Okay, space station terminal. These things are set up a little bit differently now too. It used to be like 3 black holes here. Now they all go in and out of that one. See, the nice thing about these two will do this entire patch. I mean, that's a nice upgrade. You don't have to like encircle the ore patch with miners to get them to do what they need to do. Okay, so an assembler. So we can now assemble things, obviously. What I should do is another research server. I'll set up 2 research servers and kind of speed things along a little bit. Okay, so to make science pack 1s, I have to have machinery parts. So I'll make an assembler to make machinery parts. Okay. This little dude here. Let's see. I'll just make a little pad over here for this. Okay. Put you right there. Okay. So this is all just kind of rudimentary beginning stuff. Let's see, machinery parts are coming from Technum rods. So let's put that over here. And then we're going to need some more, you know, for the what are you doing? Why did I? Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Okay. So I need some machinery parts. Oh, shoot, that's xenoferrite plates. What is it? Oh, that's the C3BB thingy. Okay. Here, let me change all this. over here. Take some plates. Okay. So I need that, and I'm going to need some of these. Okay, so machinery parts are coming up in here. I need a ramp. Okay. This is an input. Configure assembler for machinery parts. You're going to be making science pack 1s. Okay. So you do need these things. Okay. Then you're coming out here. Going right down through here. And 3 of you. Drop you in, drop you in. Okay, so these are going to be inputs. Input. This is going to be... I need more of these. I need one of those. One of those. That's going to be... that won't work. That won't work. So if I come out... output there. Okay. Put this here. Input. And an output. So those guys will just sit there and keep on going. Alright. So what do I want to do? Second lane loaders are quite important, as well as splitters. Not splitters, balancers. Okay, so let's queue that one up. Ore scanner for ignium, definitely. And this one. Okay. So, floors are made with xenoferrite plates and technum rods. Okay. So, I need to... get rid of a bunch of crap here. Okay. So bring you out here. Out past these. Put you out like that. Put you out here.
Ignium ore scanning. That'll come in handy. Ignium is an ore that is highly flammable and can be used for automated power generation. Research the burner generator to utilize it. Ignium is buried beneath the ground. Use the scanner and your drill to find it.
Okay. I can do that, Carl. Okay. Okay. So, let's do a down on this one. Bring you over. So to make these are machinery plates, xenoferrite plates. These are xenoferrite plates and technum rods. Okay. So I need those to do that. Let's see, I need another splitter for this. I need to come up here and grab some machinery parts. Okay. Let's put you here and one there. You are going to make fluorine. Okay, so I need 2 of those. Or I need 2 more of them. You're coming down into there. Okay, so these are going to be outputs. These second row conveyors. Things like that are just, whoops, I didn't need to do that. Okay, so that's them. Input and input. Okay. Get one of these. Yes. Okay. So there's fluorine. So we don't need to worry about fluorine. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so these take xenoferrite plates and machinery parts. Okay, so I need another splitter. Okay. so you're making conveyors. Conveyors. Okay, so these are inputs. These are outputs. And I need one more of these. Input. Okay. So this should get us going pretty well. I don't think we have anything left in here. Nope. Yeah. Okay. So we have the research going on. Do the burner generator. Okay, so it said to do this to find ignium. We have some ignium ore right over here. Oh, it's over here. We got one sticking out here, which is kind of annoying. Alright, well, we'll just go back one more block here. At one point when I was contemplating what I wanted to do, for my season 3 thing. I thought about doing an underground factory. And it's like, thinking about it, it's like I could not tolerate that. It's like sitting there. Sitting there trying to build all that, like digging underneath and then building all that. God, it'd take forever. Okay, so then we need 2 of these. We also need to bring this out. Let's see, this needs see, that turns. Turns, goes up. Something in that ballpark. Let's see. Output. Okay. Yep, that's right. Okay. So they'll come out. I believe we're still researching the power. Did I never hit the... I thought I hit the button to craft that. So we got 6 of them in there. Uh, I don't want this thing to go crazy with that. Okay. Okay. So I need some xenoferrite plates. Let's see, 6, 7, 8. Input, 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 input. Output, 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 output. Okay. So really all I'm doing here, like this is not going to be our base. But all I'm doing here is setting up the infrastructure to get things started. You know, setting up the oh, I can do this now. Nice. Okay. You know, getting things going. That's all this is. There we go. So now we don't really need to deal with these friggin' things. Too awful much. Okay. Okay. So we got output, input. Okay, so we've got those. And I need plates. That's what it is. It's shift and button. Shift and button to take the whole thing. Input, output. Okay. Output, input. Okay, so we've got science, flooring, conveyors, basic components being produced and stored, and we have power. It's really all we need right here at the beginning. I mean, you don't need a whole lot more than that. This one here really isn't getting a whole lot of love. Let's see, we can destroy that seed. Destroy that. Destroy that. Okay. There's a little gap in there, so they're doing all right. So these are done. It's just filling up the assemblers. so we got those. Got machinery parts. I need electronic components, which means I need some Technum rods. Okay, so we'll do 2 of those, 2 of those. Alright, get a little bit more ore pumping into these things. Okay, so what I should do get rid of that, 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 that. Get rid of that, 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 and that. This around. Output, 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 output. Okay. Put that there. Okay. They're almost done anyways. So I do need another one of these. Okay. Now we have ignium powering all of our stuff. We have minor outputting of materials. And so we can come over here. This, I believe, is going to be our home. Nice big technomore vein there. Oh yeah, we got two nice ones right there, right close by. So we can start by putting a foundation over this water, and then work out and do a nice thing up and down here, go out into the desert where it's presumably flat. But one thing I do want to do at these ore veins is I don't want to be feeding that stuff all over the place. You know, I don't want to bring the ore all the way up into a big thing. I just want to bring the rods up, I want to bring the plates up. And actually, right there in the middle, you know, somewhere right by it, I can make the machinery parts. I can make the electronic components. I can do all that all down here and just have them feed up through, which eventually will turn into, you know, cargo stuff. But for right now, I have to go feed and water the dog. So I'm going to let all this run, and I'm going to pause the recording, and I will be back momentarily. Okay. I have returned. Fed the dog, ate some lunch. Okay, so I was going to go down here, see what I got. Let me go put this thing somewhere. Get this out of my inventory. Stabilized space station.
I agree. Preventing the space station from falling apart is our highest priority. Let's set up a connection and initiate emergency repairs. I'll guide you through the process.
Okay. Galactic Commerce League International. All right, folks. I must have fat fingered something and switched OBS over into my ending screen, which sat there for a good, I don't know, a little bit over a half of what I recorded, which was 3 hours and 10 minutes of gameplay. But in that time, I mean, you missed quite a bit. We got power built down here. We got power generation. We've got our ore crushers in here, crushing our raw ore into refined ore, so we get more plates and rods out of it. We've got that all set up, and we've got our first building built with a door. So everything comes in, makes its way up through, goes up through 4 levels of assemblers, comes back down, exits the building, and goes into our vault. Quite honestly, that took quite a while to do, because I had no idea what I was doing. Like I said before at the beginning, I wanted to get into these decorative aspects of the game. So, naturally, 4 assemblers making machine parts is not going to be sufficient, but this is a good way to start, I suppose. Let's see. I don't know if I didn't really check it too awful close. I don't know if it recorded the Science Pack 2 productions that I got set up. But I did those as well. I've got those built over there because those use floors and conveyors. That was one of the kind of a secondary reason of why I built those. You know, one reason is obviously so that I would have them to access and not build them myself. And the other reason was because they are required for Science Pack 2. So we've got those coming up. As far as research, we went down to ore refinement on this side. And over here we did the door, sign, stairs, transport bot, things like that. So, yeah, a little bit was missed. I just kept on playing, kept on talking, increased my inventory size as well. Kept on playing, kept on talking, didn't even think to look over it, 10 inches away on my other screen to see that it was screwed up. But, yeah, that's what you get when you're watching a 50-some-year-old guy play video games, Things like that happen. Call it a senior moment, if you will. So, anyways, that's where we ended last time, was getting the building done, getting it all painted, getting the door on. I had researched stairs because I wasn't sure if having the door on the first level of blocks would be an issue getting in and out of the building, seeing as how the conveyor was right next to it, or right behind it. Because you do need that 3rd block high to get over the conveyor, but it works really good. So I didn't use stairs, obviously. Well, we got a nice cave up there that we can explore sometime. We've got these 2 tapped, fairly good sized. Got another ignium down here that we can go into, for powering all of this in the beginning, until we get our our other power sources set up. Chances are I'm going to have this ignium go right over here to the water and set up the power plant right off the side right here. And just a straight shot conveyor going right over to the power plant. But that is for another time. An unreachable xenoferroi. Nice. Alrighty. Well, sorry you missed all this, but now it's done, and we'll move on to the next one. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.